guys, it's Courtney here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, then hey, it's great to have you. And if you're not new here and you watched my previous video on how to re-establish a sense of purpose, then it's so great to have you back, and thank you for clicking on this video. Just before I continue any further, if you could please like and subscribe, and that would really help me out. And if you can hit the bell icon just so that you can stay notified next time I upload a new video. I aim to be posting 3 times a week, on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, but I'll let you know if that changes. So if you realise that your sleeping pattern is all over the place and you're getting less than 6 to 7 hours sleep a night and you're napping in the day, let me stop you right there. Tip number 1 is to stop napping in the day. If you're trying to get your sleep schedule on track, napping in the day, especially if you're napping consistently, it's really going to disrupt your sleep schedule, and it's going to make it really hard for you to get your sleep pattern back on track. If you feel that you absolutely must have a nap, then try and at least nap before 3 p.m, just so that then you're awake for long enough before you try and sleep again later in the evening. Napping, whilst it can be helpful if you nap for just 30 minutes in terms of when you're studying and revising, because napping can help improve your memory, any longer than that or any more consistently than that, and it really is just going to make you feel more groggy because it's just disrupting your deep sleep cycle, and again it's just going to make it really hard for you to try and get to sleep later. So no napping. Okay, so number 2 is reduce the amount of noise and light that you're exposed to when you're trying to go to sleep. So I know that might be hard if you're on a weird work schedule and you're having to try and sleep in the day, but really just try and do your best to limit the amount of noise and light that you're exposed to. So closing curtains and blinds, maybe invest in some blackout blinds if you really need to. You know, turning off your phone, putting all devices away. If you do live with other people, just asking them for a bit of space if that's possible, just while you try and get to sleep. Just because all of this noise and light, it's going to stimulate your brain and you're not going to be in the right mindset to try and fall asleep. If you can fall asleep like that, then you're one of the lucky ones. I know I certainly can't. I like to be calm and quiet and peaceful when I'm falling asleep. I know that we don't all have that privilege, but if you can, yeah, try and reduce noise and light, because it will do you a huge favour, especially because when you're exposed to light, it stops your brain producing melatonin, which is a hormone that helps your body to fall asleep. If you're being exposed to light, it's just, your body's just working against you. You're just not going to fall asleep very well. Number 3 is establishing a relaxing bedtime schedule. When you're stressed, the brain releases a hormone called cortisol, and cortisol makes you feel much more awake, much more alert, and also just feeling more stressed just puts your body in more of an alert state anyway. It makes it a lot harder to feel calm and to fall asleep, especially if your body ends up going into fight or flight response. If you have anxiety, you'll know, you've got your own experience of that, I'm sure. So yeah, just try and establish a relaxing bedtime schedule. For me, what I like to do is to have a warm bath. A lot of the time I like to have a warm drink. Make sure it's decaffeinated, otherwise you're just working against yourself. You're just stimulating your brain. You don't want that. Have a hot drink, a hot bath, maybe do a night skincare routine. I'm really bad, I don't really have one, but hopefully you guys are more on track with that than I am. So whatever it is, so maybe it's reading a book. Reading can make your eyes feel really drowsy, so provided you're not sitting right under a really bright light, reading's a really good one. Or maybe just doing some light activities like scrapbooking or yoga or stretches or meditation, like within the hour or 2 before you're aiming to go to bed. It'll just really help to put your mind in a much more calm and relaxed state. It prepares your body for getting rid of all that stress, all that anxiety, all that energy, and just preparing your body so that you are mentally and physically preparing yourself for sleep. And it'll make sleep come a lot easier, even if your sleep pattern is all over the place. And that's tip number 3. Number 4 is try and get exercise in the day, even if it's just for 30 minutes. That's all you really need. Exercise, it can just really help to burn that excess energy, releases endorphins, makes you feel good, makes you feel less stressed. I mean, ideally you don't want to be doing any vigorous exercise within the hour or 2 before you go to sleep, because you run the chance of just overstimulating your body and you're going to be doing the opposite of what you want to do. But if you exercise in the day, it means that by the time you go into sleep, you're going to feel, your body's going to want to sleep, you're going to be more tired physically and hopefully mentally if you've got a good schedule. So exercise. Number 5 is be comfortable. So make your sleeping arrangements as comfortable as possible. So ideally, it's recommended that you keep your room cool, so between 15 and 19 degrees. Obviously, as and when it's possible, do whatever you can, so whether that's sleeping in light sheets, or just making sure that you change your sheets regularly so that you feel comfortable and that you're not getting irritated. Maybe that's having different pillows around you. I mean, you'll see that I've got my maternity pillow, and this is a godsend. Even if you're not pregnant, I recommend getting one of these. They're just so good. It also helps you fall asleep in various different places, although I wouldn't recommend it. You try and have a proper sleep safe setup, but yeah, just make it as comfortable as possible. And if you sleep with your partner or with someone else, obviously it's a bit about negotiating or talking about what works for both of you, or if need be, maybe just trying to organise separate sleep spaces for you both. There have been numerous studies that suggest that maybe sleeping with someone else isn't the best idea anyway, so it's just finding something that works for you, make your space comfortable. Number 6 is to stick to your new sleep schedule. So whatever the schedule is that you set up, so whether that's waking up at 10 and going to bed at 10, or waking up at 6 in the morning, going to bed at maybe 8 or 9, whatever it is that you're choosing to do, just stick to that schedule. If you keep fluctuating and waking up at different times, or if you don't stick to it, then it's going to be really hard for your body to readjust and to set up this internal body clock for you. So you need to do yourself some favors. And I'm not talking about sleeping in an extra hour. That's not really going to harm you. But if you fall into a pattern of persistently waking up a couple of hours later than you'd like to, or going to sleep a couple of hours later than you mean to, then it is going to make it a lot harder for your body to adjust and to reset your internal body clock. So just take it seriously. If you're trying to reestablish a new sleeping pattern, then try your best to stick to it. It'll just make your life a lot easier. It'll make the process go a lot faster, and before you know it, you'll be getting your full 6 to 8 hours sleep a night. You won't be napping in the day, and you'll be feeling much better for it. Okay, so that's all in terms of my handy tips for you. If you have any other little quick tips that you'd like to share, then please put them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear them, and I'm sure many other people would as well. If there are any tips that you particularly liked of mine, even though they're all very straightforward and very basic, but please do let me know. And if you'd like me to discuss any other tips, or if you'd like me to talk more specifically about what I do, then let me know in the comments below as well. And again, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video so far, and hit the bell icon so you can just keep updated with my next video. And yeah, thank you for watching so far. Just to end this video, I just kind of want to talk about why having a sleep schedule is so important. The reason I didn't put this at the beginning is because I know a lot of people just want your tips, and that's great. I hope I've helped you. But if you are a little bit more interested in why having a sleep schedule is just so important, well then I'll give you a few reasons now, just to hopefully motivate you to change your own sleep schedule and make one better for you. First of all, a lack of sleep or irregular sleep patterns may make you a lot more irritable, and this isn't great because whether you're living in a house by yourself or you're living with other people, especially if you're self-isolating with other people, or if you've got to go to work in stressful situations, the last thing you want is to be more irritable or more stressed than what you need to be. So just try re-establish a healthy sleep pattern. It will just make your life a lot easier in general. There's also the issue that not getting enough sleep or having an irregular sleep pattern can interfere with your metabolic rate and with your immune system. So it interferes with your metabolic rate because you have reduced levels of leptin in your body and increased levels of ghrelin. Leptin is a hormone that basically tells your brain that you're full. So if you've got reduced levels of this in your blood because your sleep schedule is a bit all over the place, and maybe because of this you're eating at very regular times throughout the day as well, your brain isn't going to be telling you when you're full, and you're more likely to overeat, and as a result of this you have an increased risk of putting on more weight. It can also put you at more increased risk of heart disease and other issues like type 2 diabetes. So, and obviously these issues are for over a long time as well, so don't go panicking like you had 1 or 2 iffy nights. You're literally fine. These are chronic long-term sleeping issues, but it's just something to bear in mind. Happy sleep schedule is a happy mind, happy body, easy life, so sort that out. And finally, disrupted sleep, it can also make it more difficult for your immune system to fight off diseases. Obviously, sleep is a really important time, and it improves our memory. It's where our cells rejuvenate and replenish themselves, and it's basically it just allows your mind and body to just kind of process what's happened throughout the day and to recharge so that you're ready for the next day. And if you're not getting that sleep, or if your internal body clock's all over the place and your body has no time to adjust, well then you're just making it a bit harder for your body to take care of you. So take care of your body so it can take care of you. And yeah, that's it guys, that's all I really have to say for this video. Thanks so much again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.